Ethereum Classic value equivalent to $28.78 and $46 a coin. The present exchange cost range $27.16 $791.30 or 4.62. The earlier day close $27.80 $385. The change was plus 0.99461, plus 340%. Opposite rate, OS2 and so forth. Ethereum Classic estimate for July 2024. First and foremost cost at $34.61. Exorbitant cost $42.96, while low cost $34.61. They found the middle value of cost $38.08. Ethereum Classic cost estimate toward the month's end $40.15. Change for July 16%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for August 2024. Before all else cost at $40.15. Excessive cost $47.33, while low cost $40.15. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $42.97. Ethereum Classic cost figure toward the month's end $44.23. Change for August 10.2%. Ethereum Classic figure for September 2024. Before all else cost at $44.23. Excessive cost $54.90, while low cost $44.23. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $48.67. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end $51.31. Change for September 16%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for October 2024. To start with cost at $51.31. Exorbitant cost $58.29, while low cost $50.67. They found the middle value of cost $53.69. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end $54.48. Change for October 6.2%. Ethereum Classic gauge for November 2024. To start with cost at $54.48. Exorbitant cost $62.38, while low cost $54.12. They found the middle value of cost $57.35. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end $58.30. Change for November 7%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for December 2024. In the first place cost at $58.30. Exorbitant cost $65.70, while low cost $57.10. They found the middle value of cost $60.63. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end $61.40. Change for December 5.3%. Ethereum Classic gauge for January 2025. In the first place cost at $61.40. Exorbitant cost $68.33, while low cost $59.39. They found the middle value of cost $63.25. Ethereum Classic cost estimate toward the month's end $63.86. Change for January 4%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for February 2025. First and foremost cost at $63.86. Exorbitant cost $70.30, while low cost $61.10. They found the middle value of cost $65.24. Ethereum Classic cost estimate toward the month's end $65.70. Change for February 29%. Ethereum Classic estimate for Walk 2025. First and foremost cost at $65.70. Excessive cost $81.54, while low cost $65.70. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $72.29. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end $76.21. Change for spring 16%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for April 2025. At the outset cost at $76.21. Excessive cost $83.02, while low cost $72.16. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $77.25. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end $77.59. Change for April 18%. Ethereum Classic conjecture for May 2025. To start with cost at $77.59. Exorbitant cost $84.36, while low cost $73.32. They found the middle value of cost $78.53. Ethereum Classic cost gauge toward the month's end $78.84. Change for May 6%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for June 2025. Before all else cost at $78.84. Excessive cost $84.40, while low cost $73.36. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $78.87. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end $78.88. Change for June 1%. Ethereum Classic conjecture for July 2025. Before all else cost at $78.88. Excessive cost $85.28, while low cost $74.12. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $79.50. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 79.70. Change for July 10%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for August 2025. Before all else cost at $79.70. Excessive cost $98.92, while low cost $79.70. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $87.69. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 92.45. Change for August 16%. Ethereum Classic conjecture for September 2025. At the outset cost at $92.45. Excessive cost $92.45, while low cost $72.22. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $83.70. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 77.66. Change for September 16%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for October 2025. Initially cost at $77.66. Excessive cost $77.66, while low cost $60.66. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $70.30. Ethereum Classic cost figure toward the month's end 65.23. Change for October 16%. Ethereum Classic figure for November 2025. Initially cost at $65.23. Excessive cost $65.23, while low cost $53.06. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $60.14. Ethereum Classic cost figure toward the month's end 57.05. Change for November 5%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for December 2025. Before all else cost at $57.05. Excessive cost $57.05, while low cost $45.37. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $52.06. Ethereum Classic cost figure toward the month's end 48.78. Change for December 5%. Ethereum Classic figure for January 2026. Before all else cost at $48.78. Excessive cost $48.78, while low cost $40.42. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $45.36. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 43.46. Change for January 9%. Ethereum Classic cost expectation for February 2026. At the outset cost at $43.46. Excessive cost $53.94, while low cost $43.46. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $47.82. Ethereum Classic cost conjecture toward the month's end 50.41. Change for February 16%. Ethereum Classic conjecture for Walk 2026. At the outset cost at $50.41. Excessive cost $50.41, while low cost $39.38. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $45.64. Ethereum Classic cost figure toward the month's end 42.34. Change for spring 16%. US2 and so on expectation for April.